We have successfully created a table in the design view in the previous videos, and we also saw two very important features which can help you automate your task while working on the Access database. One of which was the option wherein you can use lookup wizard in order to provide one or more options to a particular field. That we did for the order status, wherein we included 3 options to the order status, which is processed, back ordered and completed. The following video we saw how calculated field can be used effectively, and here we used it to calculate the profit, which is directly given by the formula the price minus cost, and then we used that formula to create this calculated field, and it automated our work and it directly gave us the profit when we had the price and cost. So this was about the design view tables and a few good features it has. I hope you'll use them in your database so that your task will be automated. In this particular video, what we're going to see is understand the field properties. Whenever you create a table, there are 2 additional tabs that come up. Let's open this table employees, and you will see that there are these 2 tabs that are available with us. If you click on this fields tab, you will be able to see that there are various options that are available to us if you want to edit the field. We're going to explore some of them which can be very effectively used. There are some common ones which you can try on your own, but there are some specific ones which will require some kind of training for you to understand, and you will not then get confused if you want to use that particular field property. Okay, so this fields tab is what you need to open up. Let's say in this particular table you require some data compulsorily, as in some data is always required in this particular database. For example, in this employees table, I want that the first name of the employee should always be there in the database. So in case if you forget or if you miss putting the first name, Access will prompt you. It will give you a warning that hello, you have not put the first name which is required to be there. So you can specify this to Access that this is the important thing. This is a required field in my database. So please prompt me if I forget. Let's try it out. Let's first make a particular field, in this case the first name, as required, and let's see how it works. In order to do that, you need to select this particular column, first name, and on the fields tab you make it required. So you find this required, you will see that there is a caption which says make this a required field. All instances of this field must contain a value. It should always contain a value. Okay, so we'll click on it and you'll see that there's a check mark, which means that now this field is required. Let's now try putting some data over here. Let's say we put a last name, sorry for the caps, and his first name is what we're going to miss, and we'll put some postal address for him, and he lives in London as well. As soon as you click somewhere outside in the table, as soon as you complete that record and come out of that record, it will say that you must enter a value in the employee's first name field. See, I told you, Access is going to give you warning. Access is very intelligent. Once you have told that this is going to be required, it will give you this warning if you have not put the data. So let's click on OK, come back to the first name and give a first name. Now if you try and click on the next record or do anything else in the data or in this table, it will allow you to do that. So this is how you can effectively use the required field option in your database. Let's say for these fields you do not require the field's size to be 255. This 255 number is basically signifying the characters you are allowed to put in that field. If you don't require so many characters, you can change this. Let's say you want it only to be 100. So we'll change the field size to 100. As soon as you click outside, it will give you a warning that some data may be lost. The size of one or more fields has been changed to a shorter size. If data is lost, validation rules may be violated as a result. So do you want to continue? Since I don't think there is any data violation as such, I'll click on yes, and we'll find that the field size is 100, and that's fine. That's okay for us. Okay, so this way you can change the field size. Let's say you want a specific data to be repeated in that particular field or in that particular header every time. For this employees table, I have this country or region which is going to get repeated for every employee. Since my business is, let's say, based in London, my employees majorly, or if I know that all my employees come from London only, why do I have to always go and when I put their last name, first name and other records, I also have to type in London, which is like same for every employee. This can be automated as well. What you can do is you can use the default value option that we have under field properties. It's right over here. The caption, there's no caption as such, but it is the default value that you want throughout a particular column. So we'll select that column and click on default value. As soon as you do that, the expression builder opens up, and this expression builder is very similar to what we saw while we did the calculated field thing. It has an is equal to, and we need to specify what do we want as the default value. Let's say we want the default value to be London, because all my employees are from London. So you just need to put London and click on OK. As soon as you put that, this record which we had already created, although we are yet to put the first name, last name, this country region is already available to us. Okay, let's open this in the design view and see how it looks. If you open the first name and look at the general properties, these are general field properties, you'll see that the field size is what we changed to, that is 100. The caption is first name. Is this field a required field? Yes, you'll see this yes. So this is very similar to the datasheet view that we used, and you can use any of them, whichever is more convenient to you, and you can make the changes. So this is how the field properties can be used effectively in a table. In the next video, we're going to see how to create a table, but by importing data from Excel. Let's do that now.